Yo, what up? It is the 30th of November. It is currently 10:28 p.m. on a Saturday. On a on a Saturday. I should say the name of the date, the day of the week. I got a letter. I was going to stop in at this cafe during my walk, but they were closed. No cake for me, I guess. Well, that's too bad. I want to see. Did we get someone new move in today? Poncho moved out a couple days ago now. Nope, 7 people still. I have to, like, manually count all of the... Oh, this is a gold rose. Or it's a black rose, but now it's going to be a gold rose. I have to manually count whenever I suspect a new villager might have moved in. I look at the map and then manually count out how many houses there, instead of just, like, looking for a second longer and thinking about who lives where, who might live where. Because I know... I don't know. I don't know why I insist on counting. Hey, Pompom. I like your little Buffy. Yeah, so this was weird, because yesterday Pompom was talking about how much better she felt, and yet she was still going around all groany. You know, it's because I already gave medicine to her that day. That's what happened. So that's why she was still sick, but I had given her that medicine. I don't know how I didn't consider that had happened. Yeah, well, that mystery's solved. You know, the grass is becoming very greyish now. I suspect we're moving... Well, I suspect we're moving into winter, but also we are. As we are nearing the beginning of winter in-game. And for me, beginning of summer, which is fun. Because when you live in a place that's hot, a hot season is just what you need. I'm hoping that it won't be that bad, though, because I think I mentioned this a few days ago, but I'm going to be getting air conditioning in this room, which would be really nice. It hasn't actually been... it hasn't been too bad recently. I mean, it's been, you know, pretty bad. Like, the other day when I think the day when I recorded it, it was, like, 2 p.m. By the end of that, I was, like, really hot and just, like, wanted to be done already because... of how long I had been in that heat, and I just wanted to be in a different room. Yeah, but it'll definitely make me... Well, because I'm most... like, if I want to do anything productive, I'm most productive at my desk. I guess I'm also most unproductive at my desk, so it's a bit of a, you know, push and pull. Don't you think you could make your house a little more fancy? Well, that's just me forcing my opinion. Yeah, why don't you keep that to yourself? Because, Hugh, you don't know much about furnishing. I mean, have you seen the inside of your own house? I mean, you live there, I'd assume you have. And no, I just think it's a bit hypocritical. Alright, let's just keep on watering. Cube, what have you got? Oh, he's saying humbug now. When he says humbug, it sounds kind of endearing, like he's talking about actual bugs. You know what I like even more than flowers? The way they smell. It's so alluring to me. It's just like peach crumble. Flowers and peach crumble. They're a match made in heaven. Did we get any new black roses today? No. It's alright. We got one recently, so it's fine. I haven't checked Ralston today, actually. I need to do that because I need to see if I've got any blue roses. Wow, it's been a while since I've worn something that makes me this pretty. I just love being me. Oh yeah, that's the thing I gave her. And of course, as with all villagers who get an interest in something that isn't furniture, they gradually completely take their room, like, fill their room with the thing. So now... Mallory's house is just going to be filled with clothes. Genji? Yo, I got a question for you. For dudes, what's the perfect muscle tone? Yoked. Don't know what that means. Hey, come on, S-Dog. Holding everyone else up to my standards is pretty unfair. Yo, what is a yo? I don't actually know what that means. Because I know, like, ripped is like... Well, I'm assuming ripped is, like, really muscly. Then what's yoked mean? I actually don't know. I have no clue. I'm not exactly what you would call a gym bro, or even a gym relative, really. I'm not even like a gym cousin twice removed or something like that. I'm very much outside of the gym family, if such a thing exists. Hey, Marina. I probably should at least do some amount more exercise than I do. Disco S, have you signed up for health insurance? I was thinking I'd get some for myself, you know, just in case something happens. But I heard there's been some kind of insurance scam going on lately. So be very suspicious of anyone asking you to take a survey. You know, that's a good message to kids. I'm actually glad that they put that in this game, because it's like, I mean, that's what Animal Crossing is. It's a game about life. And you know what? That happens sometimes. You just get scammed and you don't know any better because the people say that you're busting their chops. Yeah, but I don't get a huge amount of exercise outside of, like, walking. So maybe, you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to go to the gym. I mean, I don't think I'm particularly worried about being, like, judged, because that's, like, a thing that, like, you know, people who are unhealthy and, like, say they don't want to go to the gym because, like, they feel like they're going to be judged by everyone, which, I mean, I don't know how true, like, how major of a thing that is. I think it would depend on the area that you live in, to be honest. Just sort of depends on how people are. Hey, S-Rock, you know who Hugh is, right? I should do. I need you to deliver this to that animal's place for me. I want to see you back here soon, so you've got 10 minutes. Okay, well, I know where he is. Maybe you're not so bad. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm not exactly deterred by that idea that, like, oh, people will, like, make fun of me or it, because I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that's... At worst, I think, like, I'm not going to know how to use some of the equipment, and then I'm going to have one of those conversations where a guy comes up to me and tells me how to use it. Which means I'm probably... If I ever went to a gym, I'd probably just spend the night before making sure I know how every individual... every individual, like, you know, piece of equipment works. Here you go. Is this a present from Peewee? It's been a while since I got one. I wonder what it could be. Isn't that an optical shirt? I had no idea Peewee was even into this sort of thing. Thanks, and say thanks to Peewee for me too. Sure thing. Yeah, but, in terms of gymmage, no, I'm not attuned, so to speak. Whoa, you did that in a hurry. So, what happened? What did you think? It was awesome! Well, humbug, so that animal knew that shirt was worth a fortune, eh? I figure everyone can use something decent in their wardrobe. Well, that may be true, but I'd better say thanks, so thanks. I want to check my 510 bells. Sure. Thanks. I think he already said that. I mean, like, I think there's kind of a thing with, like, you know, or if you go to the gym, you're considered kind of, at least if you're a guy, you're considered kind of like a jock. At least a little bit, or at least that used to be a thing. It's kind of weird, though, like, because I feel like everyone should be getting some amount of exercise, so whether or not you do it at the gym or anywhere else, I don't see how that makes you a jock. But, you know, there's that one, like, stupid Facebook meme where it's like a really buff guy asking a guy with a really big brain where he goes to work out, and the guy with the big brain says the library, because it's like, he's like really smart or whatever. Because when you have a big brain, you're smarter. And I think it's meant to be the thing where it's like, oh, well, these guys only care about their muscle tone. They don't care about intelligence, which is the real important thing. It's like, I don't know. I mean, what do you, like, I value, and I hold an incredible amount of value to the pursuit of knowledge. I think it's something that everyone should strive to do, to feel like they should, you know, can always learn more and want to learn more. That's just something I think that I value. I don't, though, think that that means that going to the gym is, like, a stupid waste of time or anything like that. It's people being, you know, giving into the extremes where, you know, if it's like everyone's enemies with each other. Like, if you're not going to the gym, you're going to the library, and therefore you hate people that go to the gym. It just seems kind of dumb. But no, I think ideally, Honestly, I feel like you should be going to the gym more often than the library, really. Or, as in, you should be getting exercise more often than you... Because a library is just like... I mean, there's books there, sure, and you can, like, learn more with the books. Like, if that, any of that makes sense. I know it's a bit of a difficult concept to grasp. But, like, I don't know, it's libraries aren't all just, like, learning. Books aren't just inherently make you smarter, I mean, you could go to the library every day and then go to the children's section and read, like, nursery rhymes. I don't think that would make you much smarter. It might make you a bit more in tune to how, books for children are written. But, other than that. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just like that there's always, like, wars between different sides of things. Like, I wouldn't necessarily describe myself as a centrist politically. I'm not going to get into any political talk, but I guess I'm just setting up this idea that, I'm a bit of a, I guess, fence sitter, which, I'm not... I don't take offense to that term, because it's true. But, I mean, I don't know. I think people could benefit from more self-awareness in the fact that there are just things that aren't black and white, and that you don't have to be against someone just because you think you're for something else. Sometimes you can just, like, think one way and other people can think another way, but that doesn't mean you're, like, enemies. I think a lot of people could benefit from that kind of thinking, because honestly, one of the biggest problems I think people have, and society as a whole has, is just this idea that you constantly need to be against someone else. You have to win arguments, like that arguments are like a battle, whereas, if you really think about it, a civil debate is a lot more productive, and it gets people thinking more about opposite viewpoints. But that's the thing, is that people don't argue because, they want to, like... People don't really argue because they want to have a civil discussion. People argue because they want to, like, feel superior to other people, and also just, in general, feel the need to prove other people wrong. And I'm not, like, saying this in a sense of superiority. Like, I've had petty arguments before. In fact, I'm quite privy to them, actually. Like, I am not one to shy away from a dumb argument, because it's not difficult to work me up in certain things. But I guess my point being is that it's just it's just a general thing. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if I've got much else to do today. Honestly, with all of the trees I replaced, I don't know how much more I've got left to do with tree stuff. So, for now, I think that's just going to be it for today. Tomorrow I might figure out what more things that I could do and related to the town. I think I'll go back to looking at some flowers. Flower arrangements. So yeah, that'll be for tomorrow, but that's going to be about it for today.